I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be how to regain the power in your relationship if you acted weak and needy and pretty much gave it away to the girl you were dating in the beginning of it, and you don't like the way things are going, and you don't like how she's treating you. I've got an email here from a viewer, and he says, "Hi Corey, thanks for all the things you've taught me in your book and videos. It's helped me see the error of my ways and correct many of my bad habits." Well, a big thing with being successful with women or becoming more successful than you used to be, a big part of it is really just not doing the kinds of things that most guys do that turn women off. And that in and of itself creates a huge difference, because if you're no longer doing the things that are turning women off, then you can focus your efforts on doing the things right that they like and that turn them on. He says, "I am in my first relationship with a girl from college for 2 months now, which is going steadily. Unfortunately, the power is tipped on her side because I handed it to her early on. Shame on you. Before I found out about your materials, I was coming from a place of neediness by initiating all contact regularly, making my feelings too clear, being too available. It's not so much telling her how much you like her or what you are into her. It's making sure that she's reciprocating. And not only that, but making sure that she does 70 to 80% of it. That's important. But what a lot of guys do is they get into a relationship and they're all lovey-dovey, goo-goo gaga, baby talk, this and that. And they don't pay attention to the fact that when they come over, the girl is not goo-goo gaga back to them and doesn't say all the little puppy dog things. It's like one person's in love and acting like puppy dog love, and the woman's kind of, she's kind of acting like a celebrity, like I could care less either way. It's important because it's like we as men, we tend to bullshit ourselves. We project. I mean, men and women both do it, but we project our high level of attraction and interest for someone onto them, and we just assume that they feel the same way. He said, so he's making his feelings too clear, being too available, paying for everything, and even silly enough to give her an elaborate birthday present a month after we met. How generous of you. It's like buying gifts for girls. That's something you do for your girlfriend or someone who's head over heels in love with you, not for somebody you're just kind of casually dating, especially somebody that you've given all the power away to. It's like the gift basically becomes a bribe for sex or for a relationship. He says, "I've improved a lot since then, but find myself fighting an uphill battle to regain the power in the relationship as a man. I have now left the contact to be initiated by her, but when it comes down to inviting her to go out, she will get me to drive to her place and do an activity of her choice, which I have now started declining." It's not that you need to let her do all of the contact initiating. At the very least, say you don't call her at all. You call her at least once a week, but here's the thing. Say you stop reaching out to this girl, and then 5 days goes by or 6 days go by, and then you call her on a Monday or Tuesday, and then you set a date with her for maybe Wednesday or Thursday of that week. I mean, think about that. You just went almost a whole week without talking to her, and the only reason you did talk to her is because you called her. And she's not sending you any text, "Hey, I was thinking about you, wondering what you're up to, hope you're doing well." She doesn't say anything like that. That communicates she doesn't have that high of an interest in you. So it's important to pay attention to those things. He says, "I have invited her to my area twice, but she will not take up the offer. I think my transition from the nice, easy guy to assertive firm has been too sudden, and she is still resisting it." Well, it's simply because once you've acted like a doormat and a woman knows she can pretty much have her way with you and you'll go along with whatever she wants, you've trained her to expect that of you. And so it's 1,000 times harder to get her to start doing the things that you want to do. But the key is to stick to your guns and call her once a week until she starts reaching out to you in between the times that you see each other, which would be indicative of her level of attraction and interest going up for you, which it's obvious it's not real high for you because of the way she's acting. He says, as she is a strong and independent girl, it doesn't matter. If she's really into you, if she's head over heels in love with you, she'll disown her family, her own children. She'll leave her religion. She'll leave her country. She'll quit her job. She'll blow off her friends Because when a woman has a high level of attraction, if she's really into you, that becomes you become the most important thing in her life. And it just shows that you're really not that important to this particular girl. He says, what can I do to regain the power and control in this relationship so that she will do the chasing and seek my affection instead? Well, the simple answer is to stop doing all the chasing and initiating contact and just fall back to the once a week. And then when she starts initiating contact, make the next date. And if she said she doesn't want to come, like maybe you guys are an hour apart or 45 minutes apart, and she says, I don't really want to come down, or I want to come up to your area, how about you come down here? Just say, well, you know what, I always come down there. Why don't you come up here this weekend for a change? Let's do something different. And if she still says, well, I don't really feel like it, then just say, you know what, I'm really just kind of in the mood to hang, and so let's just get together next week then or something. Why don't you give me a call then? And then don't go out with her that particular week. Because you communicate that you don't have any self-respect or respect for yourself when you constantly submit your needs, make your needs submissive to what hers are. A man who perceives himself as a catch is going to want to do things that he wants to do every now and then. And if the girl that he's dating is like, I don't want to come up there, I don't like the area, there's nothing to do there, and she's got a shitty attitude about it, he's going to be like, all right, well, I'm really not in the mood to drive all the way down to where you live because I come there all the time. So, well, it's just, maybe next week when my schedule's a little looser, then, I'll be happy to drive down there and we can do something where you live. But hey, give me a call this week. Otherwise, I'll talk to you next week. I'll give you a buzz next week and see what your schedule's like. And you just don't set a date. I know that scares the shit out of you. You're like, oh my God, I'm not going to see her for a week. Oh, what am I going to do? I know it probably freaks you out to even think about those things. But sometimes, I know it's really hard when you like the girl. I know it's completely 1,000% opposite of what you're feeling you should do. When a girl's treating you like this girl is, that's what you have to do. You got to grow a set of balls. And if you really don't want to drive down there, a guy who perceives himself as a catch, he's not going to fucking drive down there. It doesn't matter how fucking good the pussy is. It doesn't matter how awesome she is or how much fun you have with her. If you want to hang out in your city and in your town, she'll come to you. You got to let her come to you. And if she won't do it, then you just simply withdraw the offer. And that communicates to her that unless she's willing to go along with what it is that you want every once in a while, that you're just going to go do something else. And that's what you have to do. Withdraw the offer and see what happens. She'll either, one or two things will happen. She'll either go, okay, and she'll come up to see you, or she'll be like, okay, when you tell her, let's just do something next week then when I got more time to drive down and see you. And she'll be like, okay. And if she acts like that, it communicates she really is not that into you. And you got to pay attention to those things. And you got to realize that more than likely you're just kind of starting over because you've done so much wrong with her in the past. And so, like I said, it's going to take some time. It's going to be hard, and you're going to have to grow a set of balls and stand up to this girl and say no if you don't want to go down there. But it's the only way you're going to turn things around, because if you keep being submissive and acting like a woman, this relationship is going to go nowhere, and this girl 2 months from now is still going to be the same kind of attitude towards you. It's like, is that what you fucking want? It's like, I certainly wouldn't tolerate with that BS. So if you have a question that you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen, and send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website, underneath the email sign-up box, is a box that has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, just download one of their free e-reader apps for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. It only takes a matter of seconds to download and install the app and complete the purchase of my book. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters and the articles on my website and my ebook, you can show your appreciation by going to my website, and on there will be a toolbar which will be at the bottom of your screen. Click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.